What's going on YouTube? Rescue94 here, bringing you another miniature painting video. And today we have another Loot Studios model. I should have adjusted my chair before I got into this video, but whatever. So yeah, we have another Loot Studios model of a Beholder. This is from their Eyes of the Watcher bundle. Super cool. We're gonna get into it because it was printed in many pieces. Just want to talk a little bit more about Loot Studios. They are a monthly subscription. I am not sponsored by them, but I do subscribe to them every month to get these because they offer stories, stat blocks, painting guides for all their models. They're awesome. You get scenery, you get objects, you get villains, you get heroes. Just fantastic. I mean, I've gotten gifts, I've gotten battle corgis, I've gotten beholders, werewolves, vampires, ghosts, pretty much anything you want in D&D. 15 bucks a month, US dollars. I recommend if you have a 3D printer and you like playing and painting minis, it's probably hands down the best. So that's my little Loot Studios spiel. Again, not sponsored, just really enjoy their stuff. So this is one of the first things I ever printed from them. Just getting around to painting it because it is kind of a larger, not their largest model by any means, but it is cool because it's in a bunch of pieces and all that. So here is the Beholder, and yes, it does not have an eye. The eyeball is right here. How cool is that? The eye is actually removable. They have that eye, and then they have a just perfectly round eye. I'm going with this eye though. So yeah, this little eye plate here just pops right off. And the eye goes right in there like that. And then, voila. So that's super fun playability in my opinion. Excuse me. There are some other models from this pack I will be painting, but I wanted to start with the big bad. I believe Zydrucus. Let me see. What I have pulled up does not actually tell me. But as normal, I primed it gray. However, not as normal. I am going to then base coat it in speed paint Hive Dweller purple. As I was going over trying to decide what color I wanted my Beholder to be, I saw reds, I saw browns, I saw blues, I saw greens, yellows, oranges, purples, pinks. Beholders can pretty much be any color. But I don't get to paint with purple a lot. There's not a lot of things, and I'm going to make this really, really purple, guys. So we're going to start out with Hive Dweller purple. All over its nice little tentacles, this little eye thing. I'll actually probably paint it like this at the start, then we'll remove that plate. So we'll do all that. While that is drying, you know, it won't take long, we are going to base coat all of this, the actual base, in a greedy gold. Then we're going to move back to our beautiful little Beholder here. And I have Fiercerous purple, which is also known, I think, as... this is unique, actually. This is one of the unique Dungeons & Dragons Army Painter paints. Really doesn't like to be shaken up, so I'm going to have to shake it a crap ton. But I'm going to go ahead and dry brush the heck out of this model with that. Once that is done, I'm going to paint all the horns in Beholder purple, because I thought it'd be cool to do like light purplish on the horns. So he's got these horns, this horn, this horn, this horn, this horn, this horn. While that's drying, I'll take my bright gold and plate mail metal, go in and touch up some of the details like the gold coins in the chest, the shield, the armor, the blades of the sword, the scepter, all of that stuff. And then we're going to bounce back. We're going to fill in the mouth with vampire garments. Then do the tips of the horns in Earthreal Spectre, just like a very quick dry brushing of the very tips, just to give them a more distinct look. Then I'm going to go ahead and paint all of the eyeballs brain matter beige. Just solid brain matter beige all over each eyeball. Oh, and some of the tentacles do have bands that will be painted in greedy gold, but I'll probably do that after they're all assembled. I actually think it's just the two middle ones. Yeah, the two middle ones. Then I will move on to the teeth inside of our dude. So I'm just going to do skeleton bone for those. Oh, I should also mention the Earthworld Spectre will do these spikes as well on all of those. Again, probably not until they're already assembled. So much dust. I've had this guy sitting in this little thing so that way I didn't lose all the pieces. And it collected a lot of dust apparently. So he's probably going to get a bath before we actually start painting. I'm then going to take Citadel, which I don't normally use a lot of Citadel paints, but I have some. Averland Sunset, and I'm going to do this eyeball. And then I'm going to shadow wash this eyeball and probably might actually just do the black line. The shadow wash will probably do that for me. Yeah, we're going to shadow wash the eyeball. Just the innards of the eyeball. And we're also going to gloss varnish all the eyeballs just to give them a shiny, gross look. Then I'm going to take Glistening Blood and just do the tongue with that, because I think that'll give a really nice look on top of the vampire garments. And then I don't know what kind of washes, if we're going to do any washes, actually. It depends on how the Hive Dweller Purple looks. I'm using Speed Paints because Speed Paints is kind of like the highlight, the wash, everything as my base, because I think it makes a really good base coat. And using the gray primer, it will be dark, and that's what I want. I want a dark purple. So yeah, that is enough chit chat from me. Let's get to painting. And we are back. The beholder is finished. A couple things before we start. This is a Loot Studios model that I 3D printed and assembled myself, which you guys saw the assembly process and the speed up. Loot Studios, not sponsored by, but awesome studio. 15 bucks a month. Like 10 to 15 minis plus props, scenery. Just really cool deal. I really enjoy it. But that's not why you guys are here. Let's reveal this mini, but first, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, and subscribe if you're not, because that's how you see these videos. I also have something on my monitor I'm going to have to clean. Here, the beholder is. I really like this top-down angle. I love how the dry brushing went over the speed paint. Also, that speed paint base coat was phenomenal. Probably going to start doing that a lot more, using my speed paints as base coats. They're just so quick and easy to apply. The tentacles turned out fantastic with that light dry brushing over them. The horns, I love them. I ended up using Purple Tone from Army Painter on the horns after I painted them up, because I was like, I didn't want to dry brush them, but I wanted some sort of contrast to them, and I really think the purple tone worked well. I also used a couple other colors that I didn't originally include. Army Painter's D&D Curse Blade and Ghostly Vapors. I think Curse Blade is a unique, yes, but Ghostly Vapors is also a unique. So these are in Army Painter's D&D sets. Very cool colors. I did the jar and the Curse Blade, and then took a brown wash over it to give it kind of a dirty look. And then I made the blade, Curse Blade. I also made his little gauntlet there on the eye. The eyes. Eyes aren't the best, but as far as freehand goes, it's pretty good for me. I'm not very good at freehanding, and I'm not good at eyes at all, which is one of the biggest things I wanted to tackle with this beholder. I did end up going pretty much purely with the vampire garments on there. I added some highlights with the glistening blood. You can see it kind of shine in there. And I kind of like that. Gave it... The mouth is one of my favorite things in this model. The eye turned out... The actual beholder eye, this one, turned out exactly how I wanted it to. He just kicked on. So you're going to hear that, and I apologize, but it's currently -30 here because of the blizzard that hit. Really, it's just a bunch of cold weather. But as far as the model assembly goes, it assembled really well. The tentacles plugged in perfectly. The eyepiece, I had a little bit of problems actually getting it, and there's a little bit of gappage there, but more or less it's not bad. I shifted the eye a little bit so that way, because the model kind of looks like he's supposed to be looking that way, so that's what I did. The gold, the chest, the scepter, the armor. Yeah, I mean, it was just a really fun paint, and it's a really fun model. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It's going to be it for this one, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.